Okay, hello everybody. My name is Patty and I'm going to be doing video logs, or I guess they call them vlogs these days. And basically what I'm going to be doing is giving you information about natural ways of eating and healthy ways of eating for you and your pet. A little bit about myself. I live with 4 dogs, ages 4 through 13, and I also live with 2 cats, a 5-year-old cat and a 12-year-old cat. And I also live with my boyfriend. And both my animals and myself currently are on a raw, whole foods diet. For my pets, what this means is that they eat raw meat, and they eat this raw meat. Sometimes it's ground raw meat, or it could be the actual whole critter, and they chomp it up. They also eat things like chicken backs and turkey necks. So you can see they're getting the bone and the meat. That's really important. And as long as the bones are not cooked, they are okay for your animals to ingest. Cooked bones, however, can splinter and they can lacerate the digestive tract, which is not good because that could lead to internal bleeding. In addition to the raw meat, my dogs are also getting vegetables and some raw eggs as well. Usually what I do is I make what is called a veggie glop, and this veggie glop is going to include an egg with the shell. It also includes whatever greens I have on hand. It could be spinach, parsley, collard greens, kale, so any kind of green you have on hand. And then maybe a carrot, some celery, or whatever vegetables that I want to throw in there as well. And to kind of make it easy for them to get down, I blend it in a very powerful blender. The blender I use is called the Vitamix blender, but there are other great powerful blenders out there. One other that comes to mind is Blendtec. So you can do research and find one that fits your budget. But I take all of the veggies and the egg and I add some apple cider vinegar, some organic apple cider vinegar. I use Bragg's variety, and blend it all up. And then I mix it with the raw meat, and then I feed it to my dogs. And I have a video showing you exactly how I do that. For myself, my raw diet right now is including a lot of green smoothies, which again, my Vitamix blender is very beneficial for making these. Again, I use lots of greens, whatever I have on hand, and to make it palatable, I add some fruit. Bananas are great in green smoothies, but you can also add things like mango, blueberries, really any kind of berry, apples, even melons. Really, the number of fruits is endless. But when you mix the fruit with the greens, you're getting just a ton of nourishment. And this really lets you get a lot of greens in at once. I fill up my blender full to the top. My blender's about this big, and I fill it all the way up with greens. And then I add a little bit of water and I spin it down and I liquefy it, and then I add my fruit and then I spin it down and then I drink it, and it's really, really, really good. It just tastes great. In addition to my green smoothies, which I do drink 1 or 2 a day, definitely I drink one for breakfast, maybe another one for lunch. But in addition to that, I have a lot of raw salads. I add some raw nuts. Some sprouted nuts are best because you're getting the more nourishment from the sprouted nuts and seeds. And then I make a lot of my own dressings. And there are so many recipes out there for raw food that you can look up and make some of those recipes, or you can experiment with your own. So hopefully you'll be getting a lot more information from me regarding how to go raw for you and your pets. And I'd like to point out that I've only been raw for a very short period of time. I started July 6th, 2010. And right now I'm 100% raw, and I'm doing that because I'm really trying to cleanse my body and heal myself And I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. And so I'm letting my body really heal by giving it the nourishment it needs. And so once I get to that point where I'm totally healed, I'll stay raw probably 100% for a little bit longer, but I might include some cooked foods. Dr. Joel Fuhrman is a great nutritarian, and he advocates a nutritarian diet, and he thinks that beans are really good, as well as maybe some steamed vegetables, maybe once in a while a baked sweet potato. So those small number of items I might have occasionally, and those are going to be steamed or cooked or baked. Those are going to be rare. So I would say that my goal long term would be 90 to 95% raw and 10 to 5% cooked on special occasions. So that does it, and I look forward to sharing my journey with you and documenting everything I do for myself and my dogs. Have a great, wonderful day.